Hi guys, welcome back to Riri Reacts. We don't come again with another update about the things when they go on for our country. Nigerians don't come hard on Tinubu and his supporters after the NYSC copper cry come and say Tinubu and his supporters they threaten her. My people, when Nigeria go better, when they go hear our voice for this country, our leaders they always find one way or the other to silence our voice. Imagine, Tinubu don come out the campaign ahead 2027 election upon all the pain wey Tinubu don cause this country. Other parties never started the campaign. He don run come and start his own campaign when a lot of Nigerians are crying. And I know say plenty Nigerians wey suffer not the tire could still come out vote for am. Anyway, my people, may I leave una mona watch the video on how some Nigerians they give Tinubu and his supporters voto. I beg, after watching the video, feel free to drop your opinion. And if you never subscribe to this channel, subscribe me for the get our updates. Subscription are free.
Anti-Christiana, APC errand woman. Now you they sent from Abuja, right? To be threatening the young lady that has come out to speak her truth that the president of this country, he say it's bad, that it's worse. And see, that girl no talk like truly, Tinubu is whatever you call it, whatever you call president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria is the one. And first of all, please, that's 77 bay, when they said they have increased their money to since 2024. Please, NYSC people, which of you have collected this 77 bay? Because these are people that they are slave queens. They will buy wig, they will eat, they will do everything. So, as a matter of fact, 80 or 3 local government will go collect this stuff tomorrow. So, anti-Christy, I've been seeing people writing English. Most of me law school. Now, what we just want to tell you, until that girl come out and do video that they have apologized to her or she's at peace, she doesn't feel threatened again. Anti-Christy, wallahi tallahi, sumo billahi, no we're Muslim anti-Christian lawa. And you go and bad one, because right now that Etiosa na my baba be the local government chairman. I don't call them. Yes. Now all the area boys where they that area, I don't call them, make them they monitor that girl for me. If one mosquito bites that girl from today, auntie, make sure Satan bites you. Because Tinubu no send you. Auntie, the president did not say anybody should not be busy. If you want to call the president, he already said it during his speech. And he said he's taking up the job. He does not, he's not worried about anybody insulting. So which one can be your own auntie Bekeyide? And then we somebody let it jump. One road share. Something NYC people have reported you to me. They say you remove cap from one boy's head and you slap the boy. Hey, auntie, now you be the APC loyalist. I be not be this same APC. I be another APC promise you they defend. These are children that didn't inherit anything from this government. Monitor when you battle take with the these children have tasted hunger, they have tasted frustration, they are tasting poverty. They go to market with how much? 36,000. What can they buy with 36,000? And somebody is complaining. Instead of you to be pleading with her, the APC people that me I know, they are always pleading for time. Please forgive us. Please be patient with us. You, auntie, the way I'm looking at you, if let's say you are looking for promotion, authority of Achapa and work promotion. Somebody, hey, have you forgotten their name? Sorosoke Youth. So if they cannot respond to we the Agbalagba, they will respond to these small children. Because shame should shame them that these young girls now, these young children know that it's not working. Because they are gradually leaving their parents. They are becoming full-blown, responsible young men and girls. So they know what money is saying. They are not eating three times square meal at home again. Now they have to manage the little they have. And the guy is complaining that things are expensive and that the president of our country is useless, or is the worst, or is what? Is mad. What did the guy say that has passed our mouth? So let me also let you know, say hunger Hunger, you say they swear oath of allegiance. Abi they swear oath. Hunger supersedes any oath, yo. Hunger supersedes any law and any constitution. Frustration supersedes any law and any constitution. So people should just go back and look for a way that girl will just come back to social media and tell us that all is well. Because as long as that girl has not come out to say all is well, Auntie, all cannot be well with you. Hey, all cannot be well. I'm not threatening you. I'm just telling you because this hunger is affecting all of us. So you have gone and trigger one hungry girl. So all the hungry women and the hungry men, they will follow suit. Your head is not correct, Auntie. Because on a normal day, have to say your head correct. Tinubu no say, who send you a message? Tinubu never said anybody should know it. If you want to insult president, insult. All those that are telling you should not insult. Tinubu no send that message. My papa no send them. Anything you want to call Tinubu, call him. He's ready. He took the job. He took the job. Whether he hijacked, whether he took, whether he collected, whether he won, whether he stole, anything you want to say, say. The issue is he took the job and he's pleading for patience. So, Auntie Christiana, don't threaten anybody in NYSC again. Or anybody should not threaten anybody now around Gaza. I want more in Gaza. So me, I'm just telling you now, because if you see us for NYSC camp, make you not say they came to threaten you. You are the one that started you.
The Director General of NYSC, Brigadier General Olakunle Oluseyi Nafiu, the State Coordinator NYSC, Lagos State, and other principal officers for NYSC. DG, sir, you just came into office, I think, on the 6th of May. And I'm sure you came in with your own goodwill and agenda for a successful tenure. That is why I'm calling your attention to this matter. The case of this core member in Lagos State, Copper Rita Ushe, where post video complaining about the impact of the economy and inflation on her life. And instead of for NYSC official to show empathy to a copper who is suffering like most and every other copper, and even most other Nigerians, the LGI of her local government decided to take to intimidation, harassment, and threats. DG, sir, this kind of harassment and intimidation must not be allowed to continue. Nothing must happen to this core member or any other core member who is speaking up and exercising their fundamental rights to freedoms of expression. It is unfortunate and shameful when Nigeria day to day. Say people they go through hardship, people they go through difficulty, and nobody go fit talk. Nobody can speak up because everybody is afraid. It is even more shameful that an NYSC official does not feel that they are beholden to the core members they are employed to serve, and that they should also show empathy and protect the interests of the core members, but rather become a sycophant to speak for politicians who are in public office, even when you two are going through the same pain and suffering. If you are not a thief in Nigeria today, nobody who is not feeling the impact of this inflation and the bad economy in Nigeria. So what did the core member say that is a lie or that is false? Even you, the question that NYC should be asking at this point, when exactly federal government wants to implement the 70,000 minimum wage for coppers? Inflation don't increase. Cost of living, everything has gone up, dollar has gone up. You post coppers from this state to this state. How you expect those children make that they survive? How you expect them make the coppers they live when their allowance never increase with 33,000 naira, I mean 35,000 naira per month in the name of God? Even you will be NYSC official. How much is your salary? How well your salary they fit take care of you and your family? But you think they make you become sycophant in chief to assume the position of spokesperson to protect the interests of politicians. That is in Nigeria. Politicians will put you in a miserable situation. They go put you for sufferhead and hardship. And then when you talk, the effects and the reward now intimidation, threats, and harassment. It is a shame on you. Because even other core members, when they go through the same pain, they no go fit talk. Tomorrow you start to victimize them. You give them extension. You withhold their certificates. But politicians say, when no get certificate, no get discharge, they're there for government houses. There they live their life. If you not say you be LGI and you sabi threaten people, you are the Commandant General for threatening. 2023, the time where kidnappers carry core members in Zamfara State. Where you been there? For 1 year, many of them spent the entire 1 year with kidnappers. They were released in August of 2024. Why you not call kidnappers? They threaten them, they intimidate them, make they release the core members. Are you not a human being? You are a mother. You are a sister to somebody now. So So now the level where this country don't reach with this, it is such a shameful experience. Everybody they feel impact of economy. Now person we talk na him be the bad person, not the government we create the bad economy. Nigerians who now we know how to they support evil and incompetence. Continue the prayer be say make this incompetence not touch you or make you not pay with your own life. Remember the case of the KBC for Ekiti. The time when Fulani herdsmen killed them 2023. The woman who been they cry for palace. She they talk, she they cry, they talk, say the man a good man. Say during the election, now him been the polling units, they tell them to vote for APC, vote for APC. But how many months into the APC administration, now them be the first batch where Fulani herdsmen use slaughter, leave them for bush at that period. Till date, even the president no go visit them for the praise. Make you the praise, say as you they support incompetence and bad leadership, make you no pay with your own life. Nigerians, as we they talk about this comment, but we must they think of 2027, no, because not forget, say if not for the criminal INEC and corrupt judiciary, we no go there where we did today. So INEC chairman, then or go soon finish, they go replace them with the person who was person. We must come together once we are ready and begin to make demands. Everybody go they fear to talk. The economy, imagine if 10,000 or 100,000 youths every day come out on social media and continue to talk about the high cost of living. There must be an impact. But Nigeria, na entertainment, na skits, we go they watch. Now the thing when no concern us, we go they talk. When we are ready, we will come out and speak up and liberate ourselves. Say because she called President Tinubu terrible president. Terrible is put in an accolade now. This government is the SI unit of failure and monumental incompetence. The greatest calamity and disaster to befall a nation in modern history is APC. And it is the duty of all well-meaning Nigerians to ensure that this weapon that is fashioned against our lives stop to prosper. Until then, when we are ready to demand for a better country, we must continue to speak up for those who are intimidated and harassed. Protect this copper and any other core member and any other youth who is speaking up for better government when non-criminals and thieves are moving around the corridors of power. May God bless Nigeria. My name is Peter for Nigeria.
Yeah, this shit is crazy at this point. So yesterday I woke up and I saw a video with a young lady who was talking about the hardships in Nigeria. And I'm not even going to lie, it brought tears to my eyes because I could relate to every single thing she said. And as of today, the world wants to judge her and they want to put her in a corner and pretend as if she did such a bad thing, saying she insulted the president and everything. First of all, calling a president terrible is not an insult. What we're going through is the insult right now. They try very hard to take away our freedom of speech, our freedom of existing, while killing us with so much work that it's life these days is not sweet anymore. You know, we really try every day to wake up and say, you know what, God, the day is in your hands and whatever happens, happens, and we go about our business. But when I tell you, life is not sweet anymore. And this is based to the new government. So who are we actually supposed to cry to? And then the worst part of it, it's just like you're beating a child for no reason, beating them constantly, morning, night, next day, next year, every single moment, and you expect them not to cry. You even go as far as telling us like, oh, we're not allowed to make certain comments on our WhatsApp, which is a private app, or our Instagram or Facebook. If not, we'll face consequences, we'll be arrested or whatever. Are you fucking kidding me? So we should not cry anymore. We are dying. We're dying, and I'm sorry, she made a very valid point that everyone is trying so hard to pretend that they're doing okay or they're living great, but that's not the situation. And then what even pisses me more is not even the fact that she made the video, it's the fact that if you look into her comments, you have stupid people saying, oh, well, if it's life is so hard for you, move back to the village. If all of us decide to move back to the village, how much space do you think there will be? Life is unrealistically expensive. When I moved to Nigeria in 2019, I was not even spending 500k a month. And that is with me sewing my boo-boos, feeling nice, going for dinner. I never spent so much money. And now in 2025, from 2024, my bill went to close to 2 million in 2024. And in 2025, which is just 3 months, I'm getting closer to 3 million, 3+. And I'm not buying clothes, I'm not buying shoes, I'm not buying anything. This is just basic maintenance. We don't speak about petrol that I used to buy 4 jerrycans of 30 liters for less than 20,000 before, and that is with 4,000 naira tips. I was paying about 16k in 2023, and now in a week I spent almost 200k, and this is with running my generator in the night because they act as if electricity is for fucking free. It's not free. I load my meter every month for 100k. It doesn't even get me anywhere. There's no lights. There's constantly problem with the feeder or transformer or TNT. I'm so sick of it. They act as if it is free. So we try very hard. And then the worst part is if you have business and you need to send files and you need internet in the daytime, you have to run your gen. That's almost 30K for the daytime and then 30K at night. That's 60K a day. It doesn't even make sense. And we're just trying to survive. We're not doing anything spectacular. We're not living large. And tell me now, who are we supposed to blame? I went from buying my hair product in 2019 December for 2,500 for hair oil. Now that same hair oil in 2025 is 26,000 naira for one hair oil. Let's not talk about eggs that used to be 800 naira per crate. Now it's 6,500 or more. In fact, the same eggs in places like Delhi's, which in fact, God bless the people that can afford to go there, is 19,000 a crate of egg. Which, how? Everyone is shutting down. Everyone is shutting up because we are so terrified that, oh, if we come out to say something, we are going to be sanctioned for freedom of speech. Remember, the government is for the people. The government is not supposed to be for themselves. They are not supposed to take over our whole lives and then leave us hanging. And then, yes, the truth is that a lot of people are still faking to be comfortable. Bro, how? I used to be able to buy a ticket for $1,000 something to go home. Now, if I want to go back to Romania, I'm spending for me and my daughter over $10,000, which is insane. This is without spending money. 10K should be able to help you have a good time in a place. You can't even do that anymore. And let's not talk about half of the things that break down on a daily basis. So even if you have a target budget for the month, oh, your osmosis broke, your water broke, the floor broke. The other last Sunday, my floor flooded. You know how much money I had to spend just to fix that? We're not even talking like we used to be able to save money. You work 30 days a month or how many days you work. Even on the weekends, you're still working. And then you come back home and you can't even save a dime to say, okay, this is for emergencies, because all that money is going back into society and you tell us not to vex. Like, what the fuck are we even talking about? Because I am so irritated and even I want to cry because it doesn't make sense. Tell me why me, without buying Gucci's or Prada's or even going to restaurants, is spending almost 3 million naira on just maintenance. Like, tell me, how is that even possible? And you're telling us that you will be whipping us with koboko and we're not supposed to cry. We're just supposed to shut up and take it because this is how. And what makes me angry is every single day you see them announcing, oh, we gave 7 billion to this, we did this. No one is seeing the benefits of the money you guys are spending. The politicians are taking this money, taking it away from people. There's no infrastructure. The town really smells like shit. Like she said, even if you want to go take a walk, you cannot comfortably go take a walk in Lagos because number one, you're scared somebody is going to rob you. Number two, it is hot as hell. Number three, there's nowhere to go. You took away landmark from us. The only place, tell me where you can even take a child to entertain her in this society. There's no beach anymore except you're going to Aja, which is so far away, which by the time you consider the petrol you're going to use to get there and back, you're like, you know what, let's just stay home. The home is becoming suffocating because, come on, you might have a gorgeous house, but there's nothing else to do. And then at the same time, you tell people, oh, don't keep your children too much on the internet. What else is there to do? There are no national parks for you to go to. There's no little walkway for you to pass that you would feel safe enough to go. Everywhere smells like shit, for real. How? The sewage is every corner you walk through Lagos. The sewages are green. How? And you tell us not to cry. There's nothing I hate in this life more than an APC person approaching me, I swear to God, because every time they open their mouths, they give me a reason to hate them more. They're like, yeah, but the government is doing great. The president is doing great. Great where? Where we are suffering while you guys are flying in private jets, enjoying your lives to the max, spending money that we can't even talk about. And then on top of that, a few days ago, out of all the laws you could make, you're like, oh, we're going to ban pornography. How is that affecting you? How is that affecting you? I personally don't care about that, but with all this suffering going in this country, people want to believe they're stressed somehow, but they can't even do that right now because you guys have turned it into something else where you've taken all the power, forgetting that the power is for the people. You've taken all our rights. What else do you want? You should as well just start killing people right now, because at the end of the day, what do you want from us though? And then another thing that people love to do is go on the internet and at least relieve that stress in some form of fashion. But no, empty air will mess you up. I load my phone with 20 gigs, which is 6.5 now, I think. Every 2 days, every day. The other week, I spent that same 20 gigs 3 times and I didn't even get my data. So even the small relaxation we get to go on the internet, we can't even enjoy it no more because you guys take everything. I don't think there's 10% of rich people in this country. And yet, oh God, You guys just take everything, and then you have the audacity to shut down someone that's called someone terrible. I wish someone would just call me terrible, because I won't even take offense to it. But come on. And people, like, the worst thing that could have happened to Nigeria is the last protest that happened. People were so scared because they intimidated us with guns and everything, so no one wanted to come out. But I think we are at that point where we need to step up and say, no, this is not, like, I'm sorry, even in the days of slavery, people had to sacrifice certain people to stand up for the people, because if not, look at it. We are dying. There's no reason why someone is working almost 24 hours a day. You can't even sleep in cool air. And they tell you to shut up. They tell you to delete your videos because you don't have power. Like, come on, yo. Like, when is it going to stop? Because even for me, it a choke. It a choke. I can eat, but how long, though? How long? Do you think you can eat in a year from now going like this? Like, let's be real.
And some of the ways the government has responded to criticism, do you feel that Nigerians are beginning to look like defeated people?
Jeffrey, I think that clearly the constitution of our country clearly gave freedom of speech to every citizen. So for us in TUC, we are strongly advocating for freedom of speech. People should be able to air their views. But also, we should also note as well, it's just as if the fact that I can air my view, I cannot walk into your station, Jeffrey, and I will start raining abuses on you. Yes, you are not a public servant. But public servants should also understand that Nigerians are passing through pain. So even if we come out and abuse them, I've listened to the president. The president has said that, oh, you can come out and abuse me. So it should not just be in words, it should also be in action. So as citizens, when people are frustrated, when someone cannot eat, when you are doing 010 or at times even 000 in terms of meal, you will become frustrated, you will become agitated. So you could come out, but maybe the only place you could have your evening meal, it's going to Facebook to post some things there. I mean, hypothetically, that could be your meal for that evening. So they should also understand, they have to develop this resilience to understand that people are frustrated, people are hungry, people are tired. So if they decide to vent, I strongly believe that the government should see this as should not personalize it and come after such individual. Imagine a young lady carrying out her NYSC function. What does she really have to do to bring that government? So it is about personal frustration that she has aired. So I think that the government they have to persevere much more. They have to be much more tolerant, and they have to have this deep level of patience with Nigerians, because people are passing through a lot as it stands today. So that is my advice to government. They should take the back seat and allow some of all these, allow people to vent, because if you don't vent, you may not feel good at all. But also, overall, when we do this, we should also try to do it within the expected norm and with some level of decorum as well.
I know that in their rule book or whatever, I think they call it a bylaw. I was listening to one of the bylaw, reading the bylaw, said not to be rude to constituted authority. So it says any member, that's any core member, who is rude to a constituted authority shall be tried by the core disciplinary committee, and if found guilty, be liable to extension of service for a period not less than 30 days with half pay. Constituted authority here, I don't know, I don't think it was defined, whether it is the core of NYC authority or the federal government or the state government. Maybe help us out on that particular one as to how the government should tackle this issue. And in speaking to that as well, Mr. Sifo, the issue around whether or not, let me ask you a direct question, whether or not this is going to be midterm by May the 29th. Do you really believe that President Bola Tinubu is fixing Nigeria and is going to be able to fix this country?
Yes. So in terms of the NYC lady and the rule in the book, I believe that if we have not read that book for a while, I've left NYC for
I'm sure donkey years ago
for a very long time now. But if you check, there may be something about remuneration. I've learned that even the NYC, as of today, they have not paid them the improved remuneration. So where there are rules, there are responsibilities at all. So the NYSC should also discharge their responsibility. They shouldn't bring their the rule to bear when it will bite the person, to use it to winch on people. First, NYSC, if they are paying those club members, let's say 120,000 naira, 150,000 naira today, I'm not sure that particular club member will be frustrated. So they should also carry out their responsibility as well, not to come with the full weight of the law to say you have broken this law, when on the other part, they are not fulfilling some obligations that they ought to fulfill. Then in terms of the performance, I think severally when I've met you on this platform, you've actually asked me this. Yeah, for me and for us in Trade Union Congress of Nigeria as of today, there are some things that are quite positive that has happened. There are things about the student loan, things about the credit scheme, but this should be deepened further because we have done some investigation on that. It is not as deep as it should be, but it's a work in progress. It has started. So there are some positives, but there are a lot of other negatives. What Nigerians see today, is I'm going to bed. Do I have food to eat? Can I afford energy? Can I pay for clothing? Can I pay for housing? So the cost of all these has skyrocketed and it is affecting Nigerians. So if you put this on a balance of scale, there is nobody that is in his own right senses after the first 2 years we raise this government high. Probably the last 2 years might be different, but the first 2 years there are a lot of gaps that need to be fixed and needs to be addressed.
So in your view, because let's talk about I'm still going to go back and put that responsibility on organized labor. I know I've engaged you on this particular issue, and you say we're not giving you, by you, I mean organized labor, the much credit that you deserve when it comes to what you've done. You pointed out your role as trade union or Nigerian Labour Congress and organized labor to bring about the refineries in Warri and Port Harcourt. But Nigerians still feel that the organized labor is really not doing enough to stand up for the people. When you hear that and you see what you're doing, what is it that you think Nigerians are saying you should do? We saw a protest, I think in Cyprus, that they say 100,000 people. Perhaps people are expecting you to organize massive protests. What exactly do you think Nigerians are asking for? That they are feeling that organized labor has lost its touch and is now maybe complicit with the government?
Jeffrey.
Go ahead, please, Mr. Osifo.
So the president, by the grace of God, I'm also the president of Pengasan. So if you go to Pengasan today, go and ask Pengasan members how much we have affected their lives. Go and ask any Pengasan member on the street how much we have touched their lives. See, that is our primary responsibility, Jeffrey. Our primary responsibility is not to be opposition to government. I've said this over and over again. Our primary responsibility is to our members. We have members that pay dues to keep the center working. So our primary responsibility is to those members. So the way we work, my CWC, the way we work every day in Pengasan to make the lives of the people better. Go to NUPROC, go and ask them how their life has been better. Go to NMDPRA, go to Total Energies, go to Chevron, go to ExxonMobil. They will tell you that in the last 2 years, that practically their salaries in most organizations have been doubled. It is because of our effort. So now, first, our primary responsibility, Jeffrey, is to our members. So Nigerians, to fix Nigerians, you shouldn't just put all the heat on organized labor. No. When election is coming, you cannot go and collect 1,000 naira, 5,000 naira to vote for a candidate that you know that this candidate is a criminal. You know this candidate over the years has done nothing outside talking. You will not go and vote for him against a professor, against a university lecturer, against a secondary school teacher who has lived
Mr. Osifo.
Over the years. Then when you finish it, sorry, let me just anchor on this. When you finish it,
10 seconds.
Elected people that doesn't have the right character to occupy where they are occupying, you will not say organized labor, go and kill. No. Organized labor, first of all, we have members in our constituency that we are responsible for. Each of the affiliates are working on a daily basis to get this done. So to fix Nigeria, there must be collectivism across board. Jeffrey,
Mr. Osifo,
go to the US. I ask you today, I know you are very vast, but you may not be able to tell me the equivalent of NLC and TUC in the US. The reason is this. Because you have institutions that are functioning. The reason is because you have opposition party that is functioning. So in Nigeria...
Okay, Mr. Asifo, not... Your points are well noted. I can see where you're going to all of. So you say all of us should share the responsibility. Media, opposition, the people, not organized labor. Not a problem. But you should be at the vanguard. You should be at the vanguard of fighting the cause for the common man, because your workers will be directly affected first and foremost.
Alright, so by now I'm pretty sure you guys are seeing what is going on with this girl. So apparently this girl on my screen is a copper currently serving in Lagos State. So recently she made a video where she exploded, where she talked about the hardship being a Nigerian in this Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu and APC regime. The girl, while expressing herself, she even cried. You could see the pains in her eyes while she talked about transportation, while she talked about feeding, she talked about data cost, she talked about a lot of things. And she crowned it all up by saying that Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu is a terrible president. So after she made the video, some board members in the NYSC called her to bring down the video. So they called her, threatening her. Let me play a little bit of what she shared.
So you guys will hear.
Are you normal?
I wasn't insulting the president, ma. I was only asking for accountability.
Hold down that rubbish you put there.
Ma, are you threatening me?
Hold down that rubbish. You are not talking to your mate.
Ma, she called me and she was shouting and she was threatening me to take down the video.
So you could hear the voice of one of the board members. They even told her to shut up, that she should bring down the video. Well, the person that called her is one of all those people that Fela Anikulapo Kuti sang about, suffering and smiling. They are all those people that it is their generation that put us in this place where we are. Maybe if they were talking in their generation, maybe Nigeria will not be like this. But I can beat my chest to tell you that that person will call her. There's no way that person is not corrupt. Because as a board member, let's start with the money that was promised to the NYSC coppers. Are you sure you are not part of the people that collected part of that money and kept quiet? The government have approved that they increase the allowance of coppers from 33,000 to 70-something thousand, I'll be 70,000. Up to now, after the approval, they've not given those coppers that money. Do you understand? They've not given coppers the money. Secondly, I want to even know the importance of coppers in Nigeria for how many years now. Because if people keep having coppers, no work for them to do, I don't even know why they even go use service for Nigeria. I don't even know why people go for that 1 year youth service. Taiwan, if they go, they find work or go, they learn trade. When I go use and spend for inside youth service, at the end of the day, when I'll come outside, nothing for now to do. Now, a lot of people are saying that they bash the girl, say, why the girl talks in Lagos, they smell. Why the girl talks, listen to me. If Lagos was scenting, like China, where I'm in now, the girl would not say smelling. Everything the girl said in the video were all true. Did the girl lie? Is Tinubu not a terrible president so far? He is. Where is the lie? They literally carried the country, APC, and Tinubu, all of them. They literally carried the country like this. Bwah! Bwah! They scattered everything. So the girl did not lie. Recently, I came out to talk about the investment of the youth. Now still they bash. It's as if the same youth when they try fight for, and the same youth that they send, maybe they attack people where won't fight for them. Now this girl, they are threatening you. Let me tell you the truth, they are not going to do you anything. Now when you don't cry, they won't do you anything. They'll just systematically attack you. They don't blacklist you like this. You don't get work for normal place. But don't worry, we will be here. You understand? If the going gets tough for you, you try private sector and they don't collect you. Call, go collect you, go find work, give you. You understand? Yeah, we'll go find what give you. They're not going to stress you. They're not going to stress you. But the girl said the right thing. A lot of us don't turn cowards for media. If you talk, they say, or more, government will come for you. But what are we living for? We are not even alive at this point. See the price of fuel, see the price of rice, see the price of beans, see the price of gari, see the price of transportation, see the price of data. You are not alive. Say, if you talk, they will kill you. Am I alive? Am I alive? This small one now, they don't threaten up. Oh, you can't think about the one where we with the face. Come think about the one with the fees. Come think about all the people we go talk about, hey, ESCC is doing this. We go talk about police. We go talk about this one. All of them, low-key, go they plan. So, okay, all of them, plan. Say, okay, this person will go throw am for sale. Let's work together. They will not know. So systematically now, though, they plan to attack this girl. But is that the right thing to do? Instead of you people to listen to this girl, then fix all those things she's complaining about. If you can fix them, fix them. She said Lagos, they smell. Make it sense. She said data cost. MTN, the government talk to MTN. They should look for a way to regulate it. She said price of transportation cost. Oh yeah, I'm gonna find alternative. Bring electric cars where go frustrate the price of fuel for Nigeria. Bring electric cars, frustrate the price. Tell them, say the landing cost, bring the custom policies for electric cars, let it be free. Look for solution to those problems. Bring serious competition to the country for free. Una no want make people talk, and una no want even bring solution. Una no want bad publicity, but una no want do well. So what do we do? She did not lie. Okay, if una the verse for her, say she talk am. Me, I don't talk am for her. So far, so good. Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu's regime is a very terrible regime. The governors are not acting right. The ministers are not acting right. A lot of things are just crumbling. You wake up in the morning, they don't increase price of this one. You wake up in the morning, they don't increase price of this one. Always they tell us now, say, hey, it's going to be better. I don't know, they complain. Wanna leave that girl. Wanna leave all of them. They sort the girl for copper. Madam board of director for copper. Me need to not do that girl. Me need to not do that girl. Generations of freelance smiling. We are not like that. Internet don't come now. We feel communicate easily. And she's expressing her pains. You know, go beat Pikin, you go tell her me no cry. You beat Pikin, you tell Pikin say me, you go to teach her mom to cry. She's suffering, she's complaining, she's going through pains. Anyways, peace and love, don't play. If you don't play, you're gonna learn. Anyways, they come to Nigeria very soon. Peace and love. It's my boxer, I'm going to go down. Green boxer. Don't